greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got saturated. XRP the greatest digital asset ever created. Make the haters aggravated, get the spaceship activated. XRP the greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got saturated.
Man, oh man, what is going on here? The crypto space is going crazy. It's definitely going crazy. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is where you get all your crypto news. So Elon Musk and Donald Trump, this is their famous dance. It's going viral all over the all over what's going on the internet right now. So let's jump right into it, guys. Let's jump right on into it. I mean, Bitcoin right now is at $84,000. $84,000, the highest it's ever been since I've seen it. What is XRP's at? 59 cents. Okay, I did see that 62 cents, but it dropped down to 59 cents. Start packing your bags, guys. I do think it's going to get ugly before it gets a lot better. Prices have to retrace. It just has to. That's just how the market goes. But be ready, so you don't got to get ready, right? You see 13 million XRP burnt since inception. Analyst notes key events that could boost XRP's position. And remember, Ripple was the second most highest coin before this SEC lawsuit and all that other good stuff happened back in like 2020, right? Just listen to this. It says Bank XRP, Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse turns Trump, SEC, Gary Gensler on BBC. Basically speaks about what Trump mentioned when he got hired as president or elected.
Over the past few days is XRP, which has been developed by the digital payment network Ripple. It's currently valued at around $11 billion and is trying to go mainstream by launching its own ETF. However, it's currently involved in a long-standing case with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is blocking the launch. For more on all this, we're now joined by the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. So welcome, Brad. Let's start with that tweet that you have sent on a crypto checklist to Donald Trump for his first 100 days, including firing SEC Chair Gary Gensler. What are the main things that you want him to address?
Well, as you probably know, Donald Trump has been kind of a crypto advocate and the crypto president by his self-proclamation around that for a number of months during the campaign. And he has actually said that one of the first things he would do in office is to do everything he can do to remove Gary Gensler, who has really waged a war against crypto in the United States. The irony, of course, is many countries around the world, even the UK, Switzerland, Singapore, have really leaned into crypto, created clear rules, which has allowed entrepreneurs and capital to flow in and allow the industry to grow and thrive.
But while Trump is seen as favorable for crypto leaders and investors, does his recent alignment with crypto actually pose some ethical concerns? I mean, he's launched the cryptocurrency project World Liberty Financial. Is this a potential conflict of interest now that he has a stake in the industry, Brad?
I think obviously Donald Trump has stakes in lots of industries, and I think the voters decided that they preferred Donald Trump as opposed to other candidates throughout the process. So I don't really take a position on that. I think there's obviously a lot of disclosure laws, and I think as his second trip to the White House, I'm sure there's plenty of people around him that are experienced with that. I do think, regardless of his own participation in different parts of the economy, we've got to get the United States growing in as it relates to this industry. And the Biden administration, really not just the United States SEC, but other parts of the government as well, have been pretty hostile towards crypto, despite its growth, despite that it's over a $2 trillion market today.
With a Donald Trump win, are you expecting a resolution in this Ripple versus SEC lawsuit? I mean, this was surrounding whether XRP is considered a security or a digital currency. And what do you think a resolution would mean for the broader crypto industry?
Look, as you probably know, we've been fighting with the SEC for 3.5 years. We won that case last summer. The SEC, the judge in that case declared very explicitly, XRP in and of itself is not a security.
It's not a security.
The SEC is appealing part of that decision, but importantly, they're not appealing the part of the decision that says XRP is not a security. So we feel very good about that. The law of the land of the United States is that XRP is not a security. What's frustrating, I think, for the whole industry is that only Bitcoin and XRP really have the explicit regulatory clarity in the United States. Other leading cryptocurrencies like ETH and Solana have been a little bit in a fuzzy land. And it's really kind of maddening, and I think madness, to think we're going to litigate every single token one by one.
Right.
We've been challenging the government, challenging the SEC to create clear rules of the road, as you've seen in the UK, as you've seen in Japan, where they've created taxonomies so that the regulation is clear. And people in the US crypto industry want to follow the rules. We just have to have clarity about what the rules are.
All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. We need clarity what the rules are. XRP and Bitcoin is the only ones that's out of the gray area. Everybody else is pretty much in that question mark. Right, so continue to build your bags, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. So analysts cite a $5 XRP price wave as active accounts go through the roof after hitting 7-month high. Guys, it's a lot going on. We're very, 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 very early to this crypto space, and it's just getting started. So it says, boom. It says the IMF World Bank has declared Ripple as the best fit for cross-border payments. Woo! You don't get excited for that. I don't know what to do. I don't need any more clarity. I done showed you guys Rosie Rios. If you haven't seen it on my last video. Yeah. Pretty much, let's move along. Okay, it says a breaking investment bank Standard Chartered said crypto market cap could balloon to $10 trillion by 2026 under the Donald Trump administration. And I honestly believe that myself as well, because right now we're sitting about $2 or $3 trillion market cap for all the cryptos right now. So 10 billion doesn't sound far off from 2026. That's when a lot of money will flood into the crypto space, guys. And I'm gonna just be ready. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be prepared. You just get yourself ready as well. Okay, I want to shift gears a little bit. Obviously, we know Donald Trump already won the election. He's the next president of the United States, right? Or United States Corporation, whichever one you want to say. Hey, just listen to him really quick, because as you look into politics and things like that, I'm not a big politics on this show, but he talks more about deep diving in the people or the companies or corporations that fund these election parties.
First thing you want to look at when it comes to politicians, specifically presidential candidates, is who is funding them. So you look at their funders, people who paying big checks.
Money.
Yeah, so Trump has investors in a lot of his businesses. He has investors. I'll give you one. One of his investors is Pfizer. So Pfizer, back in, I think, 2016, when Trump was president, he was appointing Robert F. Kennedy Jr. at that time to the cabinet as far as helping with the health of the people and all that. He wanted to hire him to say, look, you're going to come in here. We're going to figure out what's going on with autoimmune disorders and shots and all that kind of stuff. He was this close to get on the cabinet, but then Pfizer called Trump. And they said, listen, we'll give you $1 million right now. You just can't have that dude working for you. So he never became a part of Trump's cabinet. Trump took that $1 million. There you go. Just as a small example.
Who running for president?
The one who was just running for president now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Yeah. Back then, they were already about to work together.
Okay.
But Trump got that call from Pfizer, and that moved him out the way.
All right, I'm not going to get into that because it's a 7-minute video. I'm going to leave the link in below so you guys can see it if you're interested in looking at the whole 7 minutes. But I have seen it already. So pretty much, guys, making sure you know who has funded the campaign. I've already seen this video months ago and looked into some of the people who are funding Donald Trump. But I wasn't going to get all into that because I don't weigh or sway you guys, votes. But this also talks about the aftermath of the election and how now Donald Trump has won and Bitcoin and cryptos is skyrocketing, right? Mark, let me see.
Coin.
He pretty much mentions that Trump has his own coin and how now crypto is going crazy.
I mean, listen, he's launched his own coin. And so,
how
his family is engaged. He's engaged. And
crypto.
so I just think it's hard to kind of you got to wake up and slap yourself in the face. We have gone 4 years of a very, very difficult regulatory environment, and that's all about to change.
Right.
All right, and that's all I want to keep it at. This video is lengthy as well, like 7 minutes, but pretty much now it's about to change. But I want to get into Elon Musk because Elon Musk is a sponsor or donor to the Trump, campaign. So he's been a great part of Donald Trump's funding. He's funded over about $130 million. They say a little bit more, 150 million, but I guess they're keeping it conservative on this here. But Elon Musk is not even from the United States, but he's literally in position of power by funding Trump because, again, how you move, that money moves. So if Elon probably tells him to jump, he's going to jump. So Elon doesn't even have to be the president of the United States, quote unquote, on paper, but his money, he's the president of the United States. I think Elon is from like South Africa or something like that. So yeah, pretty much Elon Musk has, a massive effort to elect Trump. He spends millions of dollars for this man to get in office. But what things, that catch me off guard is Elon Musk speaking about like AI and things of that nature, of how we need to be aware of AI. So listen up to this.
Good or bad?
Yeah, so I've been thinking about AI for a long time, since I was in college, really. It's one of the things that, the sort of 4 or 5 things I thought would really affect the future dramatically. It is fundamentally profound in that the smartest creatures, as far as you know, on this earth are humans, is our defining characteristic.
Yes.
We're obviously weaker than, say, chimpanzees and less agile, but we are smarter. So now what happens when something vastly smarter than the smartest person comes along in silicon form? It's very difficult to predict what will happen in that circumstance. It's called the singularity. It's a singularity like a black hole, because you don't know what happens after that. It's hard to predict. So I think we should be cautious with AI, and I think there should be some government oversight, because it's a danger to the public.
All right, I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm also put this in the chat below, but it throws me off when he says we need to be, AI needs to be regulated. It needs to be governed. AI can be a danger to the public, but he is the one who's creating all of this. He owns Tesla. He owns SpaceX. It has been allegedly that he owns Ford. So if somebody can write in the comments if that's true or not, if he bought Ford. He has 200 million followers on Twitter that he's just now bought, that is called now X. So he's taken over a lot of just the world's mind control, things of that nature. Elon Musk is setting a precedent of being a trillionaire in our eyes, right in front of our eyes, making all these different types of robots and cars and drones and shit that can fly in the air, but then talking about, on the other hand, that we need to watch out for it and it could be a danger to the public. So that's my opinion on it, guys. You let me know. I feel like XRP is going to go to the moon. Some people saying $5, some people saying $100. Let me know what you guys think by the end of 2024. SpaceX is what Elon Musk owns as well. Some more shit. But hey, you guys let me know in the comments. I'm out. Peace.